This year we've got big plans. We're going to start keeping ducks. Now this is an area which is brand new to us, so if you have experience with ducks, can you answer some questions for us?
Hello, welcome to English Country Life. My name's Hugh, and together with the fabulous Fiona I run this small holding here in rural Lincolnshire. And today we want to tap your brains about ducks. As Fee said, we're going to start at least trying to keep ducks. And me being the nerd that I am and the researcher of the family, I bought two books. One by Gail Damerow, one by Liz Wright, who's a great friend of ours. Gail wrote the great book on brooding and incubating that we find really helpful, and they've helped, but there's nothing like real life experience. Now, why do we want to keep ducks? Well, because we like them and they're nice, and duck tastes nice, duck eggs are great, and we want to have an experiment with trying them. Maybe just for a year, but if it works out, we'll carry on long term, maybe even get into breeding ducks as we do with the chickens. So today we want to share our plans with you, but we really want you to comment, tell us what we've got wrong, tell us what you would do different.
So the first area we need your help with is choosing an appropriate breed of duck, and this is the criteria. So they need to be great for meat, great for eggs, but we also want them to incubate within 28 days. And the reason for that is that we don't bring live birds onto the property because of biosecurity. Now, to incubate for 28 days, our wonderful broody hens will actually do that for us, and they're great at bringing up youngsters. It does mean that Muscovy ducks are out because they're a 35-day incubation period. Now, if it all goes wrong and we need to go down a different route, we do have incubators, we do have brooder plates, and we can raise them without a broody hen. But we would like to go down the broody hen route if we can, so your advice would be really welcome.
Okay, talk to me about space. And we've had a lot of debates about where are we going to put these ducks. Now, I have a concern. All the reading I've done says they need an area to swim. Doesn't have to be massive, but they need an area to swim. And my concern is if we put them in with the normal chickens, when we have chicks, the chicks can fall into whatever pond structure we've got and drown. So initially my thoughts are keep them separate. And here's what I'm thinking. It's probably rubbish, so tell me where I'm going wrong. So we've got this huge run. It's 18 metres long, it's 3 metres wide. It's one of our garden life runs, and they are fabulous. So that gives a great area, but of course it's got wood chip on the floor, and I want them to have some grass areas and all the rest of that. So how about this? We house them in the run, but to this door we attach an electric fence which will channel them out into their own little paddock, field, grass area where we can have some shelters and some ponds and some feeders and some drinkers and all that kind of good gear. Is that suitable? Is the drowning risk for chicken chicks real? What do I need to be worried about? Please tell me.
So housing is an area where we really need some advice, because our plan at the moment is to get in the stair a duck house, and that's because we've got chickens at the moment and they can cope with steps and they can cope with steep inclines, and that's what most of our coops have got. The little bare feet need low ramps, and the Nastera duck and goose house is specifically made for that purpose. Now, we do sell them in our shop, and our customers have given us amazing feedback, so that's the first thing we're going to do. And I know what you're thinking, why are you buying a duck house when it could be temporary? But we've got lots of other uses for the duck house if we decide not to go ahead with ducks. But let's face it, we will. But we also think we're going to be actually hatching more than one clutch of eggs, so we'll use more than one broody hen. So we need another duck house. What we've decided to do is look at whether we can use this as a backup, and this is an Nastera wagon, and it does have a very low ramp. Now, we think this will work, but we're not experienced duck keepers, so what do you think?
Now, most importantly, swimming holes for duckies where I can drop some peas in the water and watch them scrabble for them, because that's the whole point of keeping duckies. Now, we've looked at various options for this, and we don't want to put something permanent in straight away. It's the old thing about, you know, when you lay out a garden, don't put the paths in until you've walked on it, and then just put the paths where the footprints go. And this is kind of like, once we've got the layout of the duck enclosure spot on, that will help guide us to where we want to put the pond. So we want something temporary for now. Now, we looked at dog grooming baths and hard pond liners and various other things, but a suggestion that we did find, and we thought, oh, that's a good idea. These things, now, it's going to disappoint a few of our viewers, but this is not so that I can do an impression of Venus on the lake rising in the Buff. These clamshells are actually kiddies' sandpits come paddling pools, and apparently they're fine for ducks, and that's all that a duck needs. So we've got a couple of them because it's like a hinged structure. What do you think? Is that good enough for a duck? Will they be okay while we raise ducks in that until we build something bigger and permanent? What do you think?
So there is the noise aspect, because ducks do have a reputation for being noisy. So we decided to go and talk to our neighbours, because at the other side of the hedge where the ducks are going to be, we do have a property which is quite close, and that's our fabulous neighbours, Sharon and Andy. And I'm saying fabulous because this is how the conversation went. We're thinking of hatching ducks. We know they're going to be a little bit noisy. What do you think? Are you okay with it? Well, they said, on one condition, and our heart sank, and we thought, oh no, here we come, we're going to have to keep them in, we're going to have to make lots of compromises, or no, it's not going to happen. And their response was, as long as you hatch a couple for us too. We love our neighbours.
Those are our questions that we've got in our quest for baby ducks, and if you can help answer any of the quacker conundrums, pretty please leave us a comment down below. And if you've enjoyed today's video, can you give us a thumbs up when we're down there, because that really helps the channel along. Now, we're going to cover more in this quest for baby ducks chasing peas in a pond. If you want to see those, tap on subscribe down there, hit the bell next to it, and you'll hear every time we upload a new video, and that's a free service. But for today, thanks for joining us. Come back and see us soon. Take care.